What is going on in the neighborhood? Ugh, it is already dark outside right now, and I am not okay with that. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I feel like I've been gone for ages. Like, I know I just uploaded a video not that long ago, but it was pre-recorded. I said that weird, it was pre-recorded. So it's like, in actuality, I haven't filmed a video in like nearly a month because I seem to have this bad habit where I don't know how to balance my hobbies. It's like, I throw myself either completely into YouTube or I throw myself completely into writing, which is what I've been doing this month. I've actually finished up my first book. Yay, so exciting. I actually self-published it on Amazon, and I can leave the link below. So I'd really appreciate it if you go check it out. If you're into love story kind of deal, teenage romance, what have you, then go check it out. Hopefully I'll make it a series, but you know, it can go either way. Anyways, so that's enough self-promotion. I just have one more announcement and then we can get on with the video. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I am currently having a giveaway going on at the moment. I am giving away this palette right here, unused of course. This is my palette, but this is the palette I'm giving away, brand new. Not this one. I want to make that clear. You will not be getting the used one. I have a brand new one right here. So if in case you're wondering, it's the Artist Couture Ethereal Bloom. If you want to see a look with that, you can go check out my last video. But the rules for the giveaway are pretty simple. You just have to like this video, or you can like the last video. Doesn't really matter. Just leave a comment on either of the videos and be sure to subscribe to my channel, and that is it. Those are the rules. Happy entering. And oh yeah, and one more thing. I feel so guilty always saying this, but it is open to US residents only. And I think that's everything. So let's get on to the video. So a lot of companies lately have been coming out with like these monochromatic type palettes, and everyone is instantly like, oh, they're copying Colourpop. Because Colourpop, yes, they pretty much did it first, but you know, whatever. Just because Colourpop did it first does not exactly mean people are copying them, because you can have different colors, you know? Like, there's more than 9 pinks in the world, okay? There just are. So City Color came out with these Paradise Love palettes. There's one more. What did I do with it? Right here. They came out with these 4, and they're literally called like hashtag pink vibes, hashtag purple vibes, hashtag orange. Can't say that word. Hashtag orange, hashtag green. So not super original in their names. Like, okay. But they're cute, they're fun, and they're pretty inexpensive. They're only $9 a piece, or if you buy all 4 of them, you can get them in a bundle deal of $30, which would save you $6, so really not a bad deal. So I got all 4 of these, and in today's video, in case you couldn't tell by my look, I wanted to compare the pink Paradise Love palette to Colourpop's Ooh La La palette, which I think these retail for $14 now. They used to be like $12, but now they're $14. I wanted to compare the two just to see how similar they are. First of all, the packaging is very, very similar. You got like the 9 pans, you got the big mirrors, but honestly, when you look at the shades, I don't think they're that similar. You have a couple that are good dupes for each other, but this one is more like pink neutrals, and this is more like pink purple. And Colourpop has like a couple of these lighter highlight kind of shades, and City Color has that one really pretty pressed glitter in the center. So honestly, I don't think these are dead on dupes for each other, but they do have pretty similar shades. So let's just play around with them, see if we can get the same look to help you make your decision on whether or not this palette is worth picking up. But to be honest, I love that pressed glitter shade in the middle, so for me, that shade alone was worth it. And also, like, look at some of these shimmery purple shades on the bottom. I just thought they were so pretty. So I'm going to zoom you on in, and we're going to get playing around with these palettes, and I'll let you know what I think. So here we have City Color on the top and Colourpop on the bottom. As you can see, we have a couple more of those neutral colors, and City Color has that really bright pink pressed glitter. But overall, pretty similar, I would say, with a lot of similar colors. By the way, guys, if you don't follow Colourpop on TikTok, which I don't either, but I follow people on Instagram that follow their TikTok. So apparently Colourpop is coming out with like candles now. Like I saw some for their Hocus Pocus collection, and I was like, interesting. Don't know how I feel about that. So anyways, so what do we want to do? I think I'm going to do Paradise Love on this eye because this is my good eye. And I'm going to do Ooh La La on this eye. So I'm just going to start off by taking this shade right here, Vita. And I'm going to put that in the crease. It's kind of like a muted coral pink shade. It's kind of interesting. I haven't really seen a lot of shades like this. I mean, I don't really have a lot of shades like this. Yeah, so it's just like this salmon. Actually, it's more like a salmon color, if I'm being honest. So what do you put in the crease? Ooh. Okay, so far we got pretty good pigmentation. It's honestly a really pretty color. It's like a really soft pink. It blends out nicely. It does lose its vibrancy when you blend it out. And there is like patchiness right along this side. Right there. So let's see if we can't fill that in. Right, yeah. It's pretty easy to build that color back up and to go over that patchiness. So honestly, I don't think it's a deal breaker by any means. Alright, so now in the Colourpop palette, I was torn between Soft Core and Poodle, but now that I have this shade on my eye, I'm thinking Poodle is the way to go. I think they have Poodle as a single shade, or they did rather. 'Cause I think I remember wearing that before. Poodle. And I do recall liking it. Oh yeah, these shades are like a dead-on match for each other. Okay, so right away the Colourpop one goes in with a bang. Like I feel like you would have to build this one up to get it to what this one looks like. But once they're on the lid and you've played around with it a little bit, pretty good. Okay, I do notice some patchiness with this one too in the same spot. So I'm wondering, maybe it's a me thing, like an eyelid thing. So I don't really know what's going on. 'Cause usually that doesn't happen, or maybe it does and I just never noticed it before. Okay, yeah, same kind of deal, honestly. This one loses a little bit of its vibrancy when you blend it out, but overall, it looks pretty good. I think I'm having a harder time blending this one out than I am the other one. It could be wrong, but I think the reason for that is because when you blend this one out, it like fades a little bit, whereas this one, it like stains the lid pretty good, so it doesn't really want to go anywhere. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm gonna go take Fantasy, which is a hot pink shade, and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner. I think I have this shade like 100 times over, this hot pink shade. But yet, for some reason, it always draws me in. Whenever I see a palette that has a hot pink shade, I'm like, ooh, give me. Even though I have it and it's always exactly the same. Okay, this is pretty pigmented. It does have fallout. I feel like it blends really nicely. I actually like the formula. So I think the shade that best matches that, like dead ringer, is Sandbar. So we're going to take that from the Colourpop palette. And honestly, I think Sandbar was another shade they released as a single. So very vibrant. Very vibrant. Very vibrant indeed. Huh. So I'm not wearing primer on either of my eyes, and I'm noticing the Colourpop one is already kind of fading a little bit in comparison to this one. The pinks are pretty much the same. I feel like the City Color one gave me just a little bit more pigmentation, which could be a good thing or could be a bad thing, because I felt like I was starting to get out of control pretty quickly. But honestly, it's not like a make or break either. I feel like the pigmentation is so close between the two of them that honestly you could do either or and be fine. Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, see, now it's weird because now I'm feeling like the Colourpop one is way more pigmented once I have it on the eye. Actually, yes, I see that now. This one is like bright hot pink, and this one is like purpley muted orange hot pink. I don't know how to describe it. It's really bad, but yeah, this one's like bam pink. This one, it almost has like an orange hue to it, which is interesting. So honestly, those two shades were like the only two true dupes in the palettes that I could find. I do think that this shade Getaway is similar to another shade. Well, is it? It's kind of similar to Big Sugar from Colourpop, but this one is shimmery and this one's matte. But I'm going to take it anyways. I'm going to take Getaway and I'm going to put it on my lid, and we're going to see how that goes. Honestly, this one is very similar to Fantasy. It's like still a hot pink, but it's a softer hot pink, if that makes sense. See, the problem with some of these like monochromatic palettes is I feel like all the colors just end up looking the same on my lid. I don't know. So I'm never really that impressed by them, but I don't know. What are your thoughts on monochromatic palettes? Yay, nay? Do you love them? Do you hate them? I mean, it was fun when Colourpop did it, but now I feel like I'm kind of over it, to be honest. It's just my thought. Like, how many monochromatic palettes does one really need? Alright, so as mentioned, I'm going to take that shimmery Big Sugar shade from the Colourpop palette and pop that on the lid. I do have a feeling these shades are going to be quite different. I mean, yeah, I mean, that is definitely a muted pink. Muted hot pink, but shimmery, so that gives it an extra oomph. Oh yeah, that's way prettier. Okay, one of the shades from the Colourpop palette did have some fallout. I'm seeing that now. Okay, yeah. Very similar. I don't know if you can see that. But very similar in color. It's just, like I said, this one is shimmery and this one's the matte version. So, honestly, if you have both palettes, it could be kind of fun to wear those two shades together. I don't know. Would that be fun? Would that be stupid? I don't know. So yeah, I think that's kind of where the similarities end, because outside of that, you've got a couple of, you got like 3 purple shades, like right there, and then you've got this kind of, I don't even know, like weird color that's kind of pink, and then you got the pressed glitter, and then in the Colourpop palette you have these very noticeable browns, and then you have this rich purple wine color. So I think what I'm going to do next though is, because I want to line the lower lash line, so I think I'm going to take Caddy, which is just this deep purple from Ooh La La, and do just that, line the lower lash line. Let's try to cover up the fallout. Or just make it worse, because apparently that's what I'm doing. Guys, I do not like the purples from Colourpop. I've tried numerous purples from them. Dark purples, light purples, shimmery purples, matte purples, you name it. And I just never impressed with the pigmentation, like ever. Like, I feel like this is sad and pathetic. and it's giving me major fallout, and it just doesn't look cute. I spoke, okay? I said what I said. I don't like it. And yet I have their purple monochromatic palette, which would actually be really interesting to do a comparison between that and this purple palette, just to see. Alright, and now from the Paradise Love palette, I am taking this Love shade, which is a brighter purple. It's more on the neon side than the deep side, but this is the best I could do. So we're going to go for it. Oh, wow. Actually, this is weird because on the, well, yeah, okay. In the pan, it does kind of look purpley pink, and so it does on the eye, so, okay. Yeah, so quite different, as you can maybe see. Can you see? So quite different, as you can see, except this side is a mess because that purple shade, like, it got more right here than it did on the actual, like, lower lash line. By the way, guys, if you've been wondering what's been happening to my gemstones series from Beach Cosmetics, I did went and order June, July, August, and September. So look out for those videos soon. I don't really care if June was like 8 months ago. Like, I need to complete the series because it's just gonna bug me if I don't, so I will. So my thoughts is that it's really hot in the hizzle. Okay, so my thoughts is that they're the same but different. Like, I know that's not a huge help. They do have very similar shades, yes, and if you're going for a monochromatic pink eye, you could achieve the same look with both palettes. But if you're looking to mix it up and maybe you want like this purpley pink eye, then obviously this palette would be for you. Or if you want more of like a toned down pink eye, which I'm pretty sure a lot of people probably do, then this palette would be for you. They both have things that they offer. And this one, I'm pretty sure this shade right here is one of their pressed Super Shock shadows. So they have one of that, and then this one has a pressed glitter. So, if I had to choose between the two, I do think I would stick with the Colourpop palette, just because I like the fact that they have like a highlight shade, and I did like this shimmery pink shade better, because I feel like the shimmery shades, you know, it mixes it up a little. This one is, you have like a bunch of matte, okay, wait, this one does have shimmers in it, but a lot of their pink shades are matte, whereas they do have some purple shimmer shades. What is going on in the neighborhood? Okay, sorry, there's like, I live in a really quiet street, and there's like cop cars going by with their sirens, so it's kind of weird. Don't get, anyways, okay. So yeah, this one, the pinks were matte. This one you did have some choice between your formulas, so I do like that. I really hated the purple in this palette, so it loses a point there. But honestly, I do feel like the colors in this palette give this look some depth. Yes, you have that monochromatic pink eye, but you got that nice little gold shimmer that you could put on top for a different effect. You do have like these deeper purple shades, even if they do suck. So you do have some variety from this palette, whereas this one, it's, even the purples kind of look pink, so I'm like about it. But honestly, I still really like this palette. I still think it's really good quality. It blended really nicely, and if you're looking for a cheap and if you're looking for an inexpensive pink monochromatic palette, I think this is a really good option to have. Honestly, I think you would do fine with either one, so really it just comes down to personal preference and what you're into. Like, do you want a little bit more neutral with your eye look? Do you want to have that pretty purple option? Do you want to have a pressed glitter? You know, the choice is up to you. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Be sure to enter the giveaway. Be sure to check out my book. Be sure to watch my video. Be sure to do everything. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.